So either you are sleeping. How many of you are sleeping? Raise your hands. So very good. All are listening to me. Can I get a response from you? Can we start with the next section? Okay. Till now, what is that we have learned? What all aspects did we cover so far? Let us just recap. Did we understand the concepts of design thinking? Yes. Did we understand the formulation of problem statement? Yes or no? Can you hear me? This is the response I'm getting from you. No energy? See, whenever we learn something, we get a lot of energy. Where is your energy? Can I get yes from you? Bit loud? So hope you are here. Yes. So just now we have understood the business Canva model. What is the purpose of business Canva model?
Most of the students are asking. Customer persona. So in 2.2, so build an initial customer persona. So there the persona's name in the sense it is a fictional character name. So you can give any name, and also image also you can give any cartoon picture like that, which is more relevant to your problem statement. Suppose it is related to kids, boys, then try to identify a cartoon image which is related to two kids. Or suppose if it is a female, then appropriate image. The name also, it is a fictional name, you can give any name. And similarly, the location, age, education, gender, occupation. But those things needs to be appropriate to your problem statement, to the solution which you are targeting. Not any random one. So random, but with respect to your problem statement. Thank you.
Okay. So we have done with customer segment. We have prepared the customer persona, and then we have prepared the business Canva model. Now we are at a stage which is the most important item in 9 blocks of business Canva model. What is the most important block in business Canva model? What is the most important block in business Canva model for any business? Huh? Problem statement.
Unfair advantage.
Unfair advantage. End of the day, as an entrepreneur, what is very important for you? Revenue, right? Right? So do we have to have an understanding on what are the different revenue channels that can be created? And that is what is our focus for the current session. So we are going to understand what are the revenue models. We will try to see what can be used. It need not be only one single revenue model. If you have an idea on what all possibilities are there, you can pick 1 or 2 or 3, any that is possible for your venture. Okay, and we'll understand what are the different types of revenue models are there and develop a clear understanding on the revenue model that will work for your startup.
Ma'am, before that, let us ask this question, sir.
Yeah.
Now, how does what is the revenue model of Amazon Prime? How you will get access for Amazon Prime? Will you buy it once, or is annual subscription? So annual subscription. So subscription. Now, what about whenever you are paying something, whether your college fees through SBI Credit or it's through Paytm platforms? Now, what is the revenue model for them? Platform fee, so transaction fee, so it is there. And next. So transaction fee is one thing, subscription fee, and now there are few things. Suppose in ChatGPT or else in Gemini also there are 2 versions or Claude. One is free version which you can easily utilize, and another version is premium version. There will be some limitations on the free version. To some extent we can use, But beyond that, if you want to use, we need to go for payment. So that is one thing. So which is called premium model. And what about YouTube? Will you pay anything for YouTube? In general, what is the revenue for YouTube? Ads, through ads. There are subscription is also there. So if you want ad-free YouTube, then we need to go for subscription. But in general, so YouTube will be getting so majority of the revenue from advertisements. Yes, ma'am. You
And
are
also from customers as well. If you don't take the premium version, what happens whenever you are watching movie? You get a lot of advertisements, which is going for you, right? So what do? You take subscription. So you can eliminate all those ads when you're watching your movie, right? So let us now try to understand the revenue model. So this will help us to answer three questions. That is, how you can make your business model successful, right? Create what all channels that can be used to generate the revenue, and also you have to have an understanding who are going to pay you. So you should know who are your end customers who will pay you. For example, in case of pedigree, who is the customer who is paying and who is the person who is using it. It need not be one and the same. In some cases, it is person X paying, but person Y will be using it. So you should understand who is the person who is actually paying you. And then what should be the pricing strategy? How should I fix the pricing such that I would get the required operational cost and also make profit out of it? So these are the three important questions that you always have to answer. So can you just scan that barcode and answer that quiz?
no, everyone scanned the QR
Everyone
code.
scan that QR code.
So try to scan the QR code.
Hope things are visible there. You have to do a proper mapping on the type of startup and how you are going to use that. Done the quiz?
So match the following questions. So on the left side, so organization names,
You
company
just
names.
drag them and attach to the corresponding venture.
Yes. So on the right side, revenue model. Left side is the company name and right side is the revenue model. So the left side we have Big Basket, Netflix, YouTube, and Amazon Web Server, AWS. Right side, so advertisement based. So then we have pay as to go, and then it is commission based and also subscription model.
So whose score is 4 on 4? All correct? Give them a big round of applause. So can you give us mapping now? Who will give me the mapping? Please give the mapping.
YouTube advertisement based.
Bit loud.
Advertisement
Let
based.
others also listen to you.
On YouTube advertisement based.
YouTube, it is advertisement based, right? Is that correct? Okay, next one.
Basket.
Big basket.
Common based.
What is that? Commission based. Big basket is commission based. Who is paying that commission? Who is paying? Customers? Customers? or storekeepers, right? Next,
Netflix.
Netflix, subscription model. Who are the subscribers? End users, right? Next,
Cloud computing services.
AWS, cloud computing services. What is it? Pay as you go. Who are paying it? The person who is using the service. In some cases, it could be companies, right? In some cases, it could be the individual. As you use, you're going to pay, right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Second, you take this. Let me share this link later, you can watch it. Okay, let us now try to understand what a subscription based model is. Now, if you want to use some services on regular basis, like your YouTube or probably even what do you say that Amazon Prime, right? If you are subscribing for it, you get some benefits, right? So that we call it as a subscription model where you keep paying them either monthly or on annual basis, irrespective of your usage, right? So can you list out what all applications they support a subscription based model? Are there any applications or startups or businesses which run on subscription based model? Just now you mentioned few, right? Netflix, Amazon, right? So Netflix, Spotify, Canva. What is Canva? Huh? You can prepare your presentations, right? So it's all these three are just examples of the startups which run on subscription based model. The next is freemium model. What do you mean by freemium model? Initially, I give the service as free, right? Restricting on few features of it. You'll be able to use only few features, and if you want to go with the other features, you have to pay for it, right? That kind of service we call it as freemium. Can you name some application startups which go with this model? OpenAI, right? Still, Spotify, Uber. It will initially give you free. I think Rapido gives you free for the first ride, right? Later for the other things it will charge. Canva, initially it will allow you to use only few features. When you want to download, can you download your presentation? It doesn't allow, right? So if I have to have those things, I have to pay for it. So they are giving you the taste of that product, and once you like it, then they ask you to pay for it, right? In fact, this was the strategy that was being used by many sweet shops also. They'll give you a small sample of it. to make you attract to buy that, right? So such kind of models we call them as freemium model, where Dropbox, YouTube, Canva, all these fall under that. Then the third thing is marketplace model. What do you mean by marketplace model? What do you mean by marketplace model? Yes. If I want to sell my products in online mode, which would be the right platform where I can place my products? Yes? Amazon. Can I place it? Yes. If I want to release my new dish, which would be the right platform where I can sell my product? Zomato. So you need to identify which is the right place for my product to be sold, right? So that we call it as marketplace model. The best example is Amazon, Fiverr, and Airbnb, right? These are few samples. So you are trying to identify the platform or a place which is aligned with those kind of products. Suppose, say for instance, I wanted to establish some product which is what is the difference between Zepto and Zomato? Huh? Zepto is only medicines. You don't get food in Zepto if I'm not wrong. Can we get? But it will give very limited options. And how about Blinkit? Only groceries, right? So you know the difference. So you have to go with the right place where you can sell those products. Next is advertisement based models. Can you name some where you can advertise your products and get the sales? Google Ads. Anything else? Instagram, right. Anything else? So what are all these things doing? You are trying to advertise about your product in those platforms so that you get your customers to pay for it, right? So the best examples are Google, Facebook, radio, and all that, right? Then transaction model. What do you mean by transaction model? What do you mean by transaction model? Yes? Charging money for each transaction. Can you name, is it only financial transactions or any other transactions? Selling and buying happening through a platform, right? For every transaction, I try to get my commission, right? So can you name some applications which do generate revenue through transactions? Google Pay, Paytm, right? Amazon Pay, Razorpay, Paytm, they all fall under transaction model. So every transaction you are doing, if you have seen, whenever I buy, right, it says for this much amount, this is the extra amount that you have to pay. Even in Blinkit model, if you have seen, if you are purchasing something less than 300, it would charge 50 rupees more. But if it is more than 300, it will not charge you. Then from where do they get the money? If it is more than 300. Have you ever given a thought to it? Have you observed, have you ever bought anything under Blinkit? To certain limit, it will charge you maybe 50 rupees or 100 rupees. And if it is beyond that, it will not charge. How is that generating money? So whenever it is beyond 300, it is the retailer who is paying them, right? And if it is less than that, it is the customer who is paying them. Once I had an experience, my son, he bought bubble gum, Boomer, from Blinkit. The cost of Boomer was how much? Not even 10 rupees. But they have charged me 55 rupees. So where is that 50 extra gone? As a commission, right? So depending on the transactions that happen, they will be charging you. Then membership model. What do you mean by membership model? Are you a member of any platforms? Yes. Which platforms? I think Amazon also gives you membership. If I take membership, what are the advantages? Amazon Prime gets fast delivery. If you are a member of Amazon Prime, in general, if it takes 5 days for delivery of your product, it takes only 2 or 3 days. I think Myntra recently it gives you added benefit. Suppose if I am a member of Myntra, the moment I order, within an hour or two, I get whatever order I have placed. Have you tried it? Try it. It is giving you that facility. So, if you are a member, you are going to get added advantage. That is also one sort of revenue model that you can keep. It again depends on what is the leverage of the scale or scalability of reaching out to the customer satisfaction. So the best examples are loyalty program, learning apps. These all provide you membership model, right? And pay-per-use model. What do you mean by pay-per-use? Just now we have seen Amazon web services, right? As you use the service, you're going to pay for them, right? So depending on the usage only, you're going to pay for the uh, whatever is the product or the services that you're doing. And best examples are co-working space or cloud services and all that. So these are all the different revenue channels which can be adopted by your startup. And it is not mandate that you should always go with one form of revenue. You can always think about multiple sources of revenue to be incorporated in your startup, right?
Before closing this, ma'am, we'll ask at least 5 students to tell their product and what kind of revenue model it is. So, you may take a couple of minutes. So, and then, no, you need to explain.
I don't want
what
those
exactly your
4
revenue
students
model
who
is.
came in the morning. I want different set of students to come forward and tell about your startup and the revenue channels that you can create.
So my product is so and so. My revenue model is so and so. Whether it is transactional or premium model or a subscription model or membership model or else multiple of these things. So you need to connect with any of the appropriate revenue models. At least we expect 5 students.
Not the same students who came in the morning. Let us give option for the others. It doesn't mean that they stop doing it, you have to do it. Okay?
Anyone ready?
I want from girls also to come forward.
Ma'am, the one student.
Dhruv Nari Shakti.
Hello everyone, it's Vidyanand and my teammate is Nirmala. So our startup is TrustWatex. It is an online-based security collaboration platform. We are providing cybersecurity and other security systems and improved generation. So we are charging for platform subscription as well as the specific use case of providing the security. It is based on cybersecurity and blockchain IPFS through generation, and we are protecting from AI-based and other cybersecurity-based scams. And it is we got the Startup India's recognition and NIMSME awarded. So thank you.
Big round of applause for getting recognition under NIMSME. It's a very big organization. If you are recognized there, you have a lot of scope. Anybody else?
Yeah, hey all, myself Akash, and this is my teammate Charan. We are building a product called iSetu, which fills the gaps between the market and the users. Basically, what our project is, we all use the organic products, but we don't know whether it is organic or not. They have used the pesticides or not. We don't know that it is fully organic or not. So we just want to fulfill those gaps. For that, we built a solution called iSetu. Basically, our project is a subscription based project. We have four types of personas: farmer, lab tester, manufacturer, and the end user. From the lab tester and the manufacturer, we will be taking the we will be providing a SaaS platform to them, and we will be charging the fees. Through that, we will be generating the money, and we will be selling our servers to the our servers and the platform to the Ministry of Ayush, and we will be getting the revenue from them also. It's basically a B2B and a B2C.
Thank you. So anyone else? Yeah. Sir, you can give.
So my product, my name is Ravi from the academic staff and CFO. And we are looking at medical device to access IV access. So my revenue model is B2B and B2C always. And government hospitals and private health hospitals and economic centers and clinical centers also. This is my revenue. Thank you.
Okay. But what would be the like? How will the government pay you? Based on what factor? Is it?
It is a medical device. So we want to promote that medical device. So if they are going to like this device, if they are really requirement in their hospital, they will. Otherwise,
So under what category of revenue model you will map it?
we do. I didn't get you.
Revenue model. Is it like
Direct sales.
Direct sales.
Direct sales and service and maintenance charges would be applied.
okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else, sir? Still anyone wants to? Please raise your hands so that we can reach out to you.
Yeah, good morning, madam. And I am Kaushik, and this is my team. Our project is an autonomous research platform where more research, nowadays more research is performing on quantum computing, and most of the companies are mainly investing on research and development phase. So in that, nowadays quantum computing is evolving day by day, but there are many depreciated APIs and no up-to-date ideas for the present elements. So we are backed up with an RAG pipeline, and we serve it as an VS Code extension. So our revenue model is a SaaS subscription where users can take a subscription and use our agents to make research autonomously, which can use it to do comparisons with previous reports and also learn new ideas.
Which?
From girls, yes.
I could not hear anything from girls.
So I'm Chetna, and along with my team, we came up. We have a problem that we usually face as students. As students, we get a limited pocket money, and we end up spending most of it very quickly. And by the end of the month, we are broke students who can't go anywhere. So to solve that problem, we can't just ask money to our parents every now and then. It's a trouble. So we gave a solution where students can log into our platform, which is CoinDrip, where you earn money every day by doing simple tasks. It's not a freelancing platform. There are many, but those are very complex, and students must have some particular skills. And the projects are very big that it will take you at least 2 to 3 days to finish. And if you want money instantly, you can't just wait 3 days. So our platform has this small task which you will complete in like 1 hour or something, and you can earn money through that. It can be editing or post-making or doing somebody else's assignment, helping them, doing some coding thing, which you also have to do without your resume. And our revenue generation is brand promotions. And when you earn money as a student, when you do a transaction or withdrawal, you know, take some, like 10 rupees per transaction. And also for subscription, if you want to, have advanced features to be experienced. And also when companies who need their, work done quickly, when they, post bulk opportunities on platform, we will also take some money from them.
Clear about your revenue sources. Anyone else? Yes?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rasif, and the name of our project is Hi Buddy. Let me tell about my idea in short. It is that, for example, I have a friend named Babu, and he's going to join an engineering college, and he needs help in documentation, anything, etc. And what we do here is Babu needs help, and we have people who know what you say. They have knowledge about their topic, and they can help the person who is working in this scenario. And we connect the user who is Babu with the helper. For example, we can take his name as Ramesh. So this idea is what is it, similar to somewhat of random model, and we will our revenue model works based on the commission, and we can also use advertisements and etc. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? So I think now you are clear about how you can generate your revenue. Yes, based on the inputs shared by different co-founders, you got some more clarity how you can prepare your revenue model. Okay.
Ma'am.
So, good afternoon, everyone. We are team Agni Kavach. We are trying to make a prototype. Like we have already built a prototype on detecting LPG gas leakage detection system. Like it detects the gas leakage in our households, and we have already made some prototypes which are they're actually near to working stage. Two things are working, and the main revenue model revenue model is like B2B hardware sales. Like we sell our product to business like LPG cylinders companies, and from there they sell our product to the customer. That is our main revenue model, and in future scope we can also shift to subscription models, as we are also inclined to building an app which controls the system remotely. So we
So, everyone, pay your attention there. Next, we will get into the another aspect of design thinking, which is prototyping. Prototyping. So, before entering into this particular topic, we'll close it in half an hour. It needs half an hour. So, before discussing about prototypes, different types of prototypes, and also which one is effective and all, a quick challenge for you all. A quick challenge. So you all are familiar with so design of paper boards, paper planes, paper pencils, paper plates, etc. Right? Now we'll give you time. Yeah, please close your laptops, mobile phones, everything. Please close all your electronic gadgets. We need the attention of every student for the next half an hour. That is for the next 15-20 minutes. So no laptops, no mobile phones. Please close your laptops. Close it, close it, close it. Completely close your laptops. You can continue your work later. We'll give you sufficient time in the afternoon. Now we want to test your creativity. We want you to test your speed. We want to test your effective utilization of resources which are available. All these things. And whatever the things you had, your habits of scribble pads, papers, etc. Using that, we'll give you 5 minutes of time, or we'll give you 10 minutes of time. Now try to make as many paper products as you can. It can be anything. It can be a paper plate. Yes. So you can do anything. So if papers, available papers only, we are not going to give any extra papers for you. We are not going to supply any material for you. So whatever the things that are available with you, so team wise, you can do it.
Check
And
your
after 10
bags,
minutes,
check
we'll
your
ask
bags,
you,
check your pockets.
we'll ask you the maximum
Whatever you have.
of products.
With you.
So
Whatever you have with you, use those things and try to create and show your creativity. We have kept the platform open to you all. It could be paper, it could be pen, it could be your mobile, whatever you want.
challenge is challenge is taking as many as possible. Now we are not going to test with novelty. You did not think of creating a novel shape with that papers. Whatever you want, you do it.
Number of
Whether it's
items
small
that
size
you
or
make.
large size, it doesn't matter.
Number of items that you make.
No, it is not related to your solution or ideas. It is general.
It is just a playful activity where you can create any number of things that you want. We are not going to measure the quality of it, we are going to measure the quantity of it. I repeat, we are going to measure the quantity of it. Hope you know the difference between quality and quantity, right? We are going to measure the quantity.
లైవ్ ఆపేనా లైవ్ ఆపే కార్తిక
So once the activity is done,
ఇది అట్లా
keep your
No
device
restriction.
on your table. You have photographs also of each team, and video also will be covered.
No restriction on what you are building. It could be duplication.
ఛార్జింగ్ తీసాలా
Don't hesitate. You did not feel shy of doing anything. You can do as many as possible.
Whatever you prepare, keep it on the table.
ల్యాప్టాప్ జాగ్రత్త వాట్ ల్యాప్టాప్
Not ready-made things.
వచ్చిన అదే
No ready-made things, please. We want you to create. If you are using any ready-made things, it will be disqualified.
Now this is a competition. Everyone should
Yeah.
involve. You need to be proactive.
In the team, every member should be a participant.
డైరెక్ట్ వచ్చిన లైవ్ లా
మాట్లాడుతున్నావు నీ వాయిస్
Remember, I clearly mentioned it is the quantity we are going to measure.
But please don't throw plates in the glass. So keep it on your desk itself. Prepare and keep it in your desk.
వారికి మొత్తం పెట్టిండు
Fast, fast.
Smart. So we have a very smart student here.
And how much time we are left out with?
I kept my timer there, sir.
Okay. So we are done with 2 minutes 45 seconds.
Last 2 minutes.
Last 2 minutes. We are done with 3 minutes.
The moment we say stop, everybody should stop. I once again repeat, it is the number of items you are making is the challenge.
Jack Sparrow. It will be flying
Caribbean will come in live.
Hey, hi. Live in Instagram.
Last 1 minute.
అరే అలా తీసుకో
Last 10 seconds. Yes. Stop doing. Stop your work.
We need help of volunteers.
We need some volunteers to help us.
We will take some pictures and also video bites.
Can you just lift all your creative things? Pick it up.
Yes, lift your legs immediately. Everyone.
Volunteers do not sit. Please lift up all your creative things up.
You are creative now. Now you are going to show them.
Show all your things. That can't be your creativity. You are lifting up your mobile. Keep it on your mobile. Pick it up once. Let them cover.
Once again, everyone in the room.
Please lift up all your things. You enjoyed the activity? Yes? Now shall we count? Shall we count? Who are having 20 items and above with you.
20 and above.
20 has come forward. Who are having? I said who are having 20 and above, please come forward. Is that the right number? Right, I said 20 because I've seen few kids doing more than 20.
20 and above.
20 and above. Too smart. Please take the one for us. 30 is fine. Yeah.
We complete team wise, not individual student
Please
wise.
come forward.
Team wise.
Entire team.
Entire team take
Entire team, please come forward. Those who have more than 20 items. Don't pull from the other teams. Yes, you also come. Come. Yes. Come. Come forward along with your team. Yes, please. You ask the problem statement. Come.
We product it.
Bring all of them. Bring even those small ones that you have created. Bring all of them. How many you have? Good. Go there. Come fast. How many you have? More than 20? Come.
Place all those products on your desk.
All those teams which are having more than 20, please come forward.
నీరు వైపునే కదరా
You have more than 20, come forward.
ఏ 20 ఉన్నారా
Whole team. Ilake, greater than 20, come. I'm saying whole team having more than 20, please come forward. Whole team having more than 20, come forward. So others,
See,
please.
so some people they have made efficient utilization of our instructions. So these are the prototypes they have done.
First of all, give them a big round of applause.
His name is Yashwardhan. Yashwardhan.
And there is one more student who did the same scenario. Because
What
what
is
was the
the name?
statement we have given you? What did I tell you?
Kaushik also.
Huh?
I think those are not visible.
What did I tell you all?
Yeah.
I said-
Now we have another student here. Advait is there. Now let Advait tell what he has done.
Okay, so basically I'm playing the long-term game.
Wait.
I've signed my first 3 autographs. So in 5 years that might be of higher value and you guys can keep it now and show it up later.
So these are his prototypes. The papers signed by him. These are his prototypes. So this is also a prototype drawing. So he has drawn. Good. Nice. Now let us take yes, could you please rearrange yourselves on the dais? Let's have a quick photograph
On the stage.
and then continue with our discussion.
Boys, please arrange yourself.
And the remaining people also please place your projects on your desk. The volunteers will be
I
down here.
request even
and
the
take
coordinators
photographs.
to join, please.
I request the volunteers to take photographs.
All the coordinators are also requested to join. Yes, I request everybody should be visible. So please arrange yourself so that you are visible in the photograph. Those who are short, please come forward. Those are short, please come forward. And I want all these also to be visible. Some of you can kneel down. Some of you can kneel down in front. Cover up. You have me just. You can sit down. On the way. Please. Please make sure that you are visible. That person who is standing at the back, please come front. Please come front. You are not visible. And now give them a big round of applause. All thumbs up.
Go 5 minutes.
Please stay back.
Please stay
Please
back.
stay back, stay back, stay back, stay
Stay back.
back. Stay back in your position.
Be seated. If you want, few of you can catch them. Now, can I ask you all a question? Yes? What is that you wanted to tell others through your creative prototype? Yeah, please.
So this is a walking ship. Walking ship. Yeah.
Any other? Any other you feel that you have done a different thing?
Ma'am, this is a eco-friendly cricket ball.
Eco-friendly?
Eco-friendly cricket ball.
Very nice. Anything else you want to share about your creativity? Yeah. You can give. Yeah.
This is a mobile phone.
What is the action you can give to it? You can say it's an eco-friendly. Right? So those are using the keywords like eco-friendly. That means you are aligned with SDGs. Now you are traveling along with the SDGs. Right? Good. Cheers. Thank you. Please take back your prototypes. Please take back your prototypes.
వాలంటీర్స్ ఫోటోస్ చేయాలి వాళ్ళ క్లాస్ అవుతా ఉంటుంది ఫోటోస్ వాలంటీర్స్ ఇక్కడ కాలేజ్ వాలంటీర్స్ ఉంటారు కదా వాళ్ళ మొబైల్స్ ఉంటే ఫోటోస్ తీయాలి తీసారా మొత్తం అంతా కావాలి
స్విచ్ ఆఫ్ అయిపోయింది సార్ ఛార్జింగ్ కూడా స్విచ్ ఆఫ్
వీడియో
పంపిస్తున్నాను
Yes.
సార్ ఛార్జింగ్ బిల్ ఫార్వర్డ్ చేసేసి
Now we'll get into this the prototype which is on particular aspect in design thinking. So after So now, no, you're not able to play inside now. After class, you can play. So after the class is done, you can play with the planes and all. So now is that now let us discuss regarding this particular prototype with a small example which most of us are familiar with. Now, sir, if your parents wants to have a very independent house, so so they are going for a construction, I mean, so procurement or purchase of an independent flat, or else, so they want to take a site first, a land first, and in that particular land, so they want to construct. So they want to construct by hiring a contractor. They want to construct a very good so independent house at a place. So like that. So now what will happen is as soon as the land is as the site is purchased, now inside the house, the father, mother, and the children's kids, and so along with that, so the grandparents also. So now there will be initial discussion how to have a house, whether to have 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms within the limited space, and then the kitchen, to have the dining hall, dining. Hello, yes, that's okay. So, there will be discussion. Now, what will happen is on a rough sketch on a paper, a father or mother, so they'll start drawing the layout of the house. So that they draw, so with on the rough sketch on a white paper, so they'll take a paper which is available. So from your notebooks, they'll tear out one particular paper and they'll draw the layout. They'll say that so this is going to the place, and here there will be a master bedroom, and here there will be a child bedroom, and then kitchen, and then the hall, and etc. Now this is also a prototype. This is also a prototype, which is a very basic version actually. Now what will happen is when we take this particular paper, prototype which is drawn on the rough sheet, if we give it to a person, contractor, assume that a contractor is there. Now we'll show it to the contractor and we'll say that contractor that I want my house to be designed in this way. I want 2 bedrooms, and then so this should be the size of hall and kitchen, everything. So the contractor asks, now what about the measurements? What should be the dimension of kitchen? What should be the dimension of bedroom? And what about the planning? I mean, so where it should be, whether it should be east facing or west facing or north facing, etc., etc. All the details will be asked. The contractor who will be constructing. And that's the reason. So what we'll do is, and with this particular rough sketch, we cannot go for construction directly. We cannot, and also we cannot ask the contractor or the construction person so to design based upon his own imagination. No, we can't do it. Then what we do is we will go for architecture. So who will draw it as per the measurements, as per the scaling, everything. So we'll open a drawing sheet, a clear drawing sheet, and then we'll ask some of the specifications from us. We'll give that specifications, and then as per the whole site area, and also as per the fixed dimensions, he will draw a clear layout. Now this clear layout, if we give this particular drawing sheet which is there, so the blueprint which is there, if we give it to the person who is going to construct, he will have a complete understanding. But assume that there is a small kid in your house who is just some 8 years or 9 years. For that kid, if you show this blueprint, if you say that, so this is how our house is going to be, he may not understand anything. He may say, what is this? I cannot understand anything. So where my bedroom is, or where I need to play. So what will be the size? Then again we'll approach the architecture and we'll say the architecture, right? So could you please give a 3D model of this? 3D model, software 3D model. Yes, there are CAD, so AutoCAD models are there, everything is there. Now the architecture will take time, and also will charge also maybe some 30,000 or 40,000 like that, and he may take some 15 days of time, and now he'll design everything in 3D. And once it is done, so 3D model is done, so he will send through WhatsApp, and and the parents will show to their kids, saying that, so this is how our house is going to look like. Now the kids will say that, so no, the roof painting I want in all colors, rainbow colors, not a single color. I want all colors. Then again, so we'll inform the architecture saying that, so these modifications needs to be done. And once it is done, so now the kids will ask, so why can't I have a 3D model of this? Not only the software model, why can't I have a 3D model? So 3D printing, so with the 3D printing, you can get it. So now, so 3D printing model is also given, the child is also happy, so the construction person, contractor can understand each and every tiny so details in the construction and everything. So now, finally, we can go for the construction. Now, all the things which are mentioned here, starting from the rough sketch, it is also a prototype. Now, so we should not get confused here. Now, prototype is not just a hardware. Now, the thing which is written on the paper, it is also a prototype. And up to the extent of the final 3D model, so that is also a prototype. So the 3D software model, that is also a prototype. The one which is done with the architect, so that is also a prototype. Everything is prototype. But again, so which prototype is very close to our final product? Which prototype is very close to our final product? So 3D model is very close. And the one which we are designing on software is also very close. So that's the reason. So these prototypes, I mean the closeness of this prototype to the real product, so then we have a fixed terminologies also for this. So before that, so let us understand so different types of prototypes. Next. So these are the prototypes, clay model of car, and these are the prototypes, wireframe prototypes, which we do generate, who are the students, they are working on websites or automobile applications. So they will be going with particular wireframe prototypes. Yes. So these are the things that we have discussed. What is the purpose of prototypes? Easy detection of missing functionality. And whenever so there is a 3D software model, the kid has understood that the painting is not proper. Or else your mother might say that, so I need more number of shelves in the kitchen. Or so the cooler room should be very good. Or so it is not oriented properly. So all easy detection of missing functionalities we can detect and we can easily modify. And getting clarity in usability, look and feel. Aligning the team members. So the contractor who is going to construct, so he also will understand how to exactly construct this, and then he can align the team properly in constructing the house. Better understanding of customer needs. The contractor will be in a position to understand what exactly so the customer is expecting. Reducing rework. Once the construction is done, we cannot again demolish the things and we cannot reconstruct the house. So that's the reason if it is done on paper and if it is done on software or if it is done on 3D model, then so it saves our time and also amount money also. But what will happen? Are there any disadvantage with the prototypes? Yes, it takes time. So when we are asking the architect to give us a 3D model of it, or when we are asking him to give a 3D software model of it, obviously it will take 1 month or 2 months or 3 months like that. So depending upon the scale or size of the project. And sometimes it can be expensive. Suppose, so in the case of single house, it can be done. Suppose it is a big layout where the layout may consist of some 50 independent houses. In that case, the contractor who is there, so they will be doing, they will be going for a minimum viable product. So they will be constructing an independent house. The final independent house, they will be constructing one. And for every customer, for every client, they will be showing that particular house itself. This is how your final house is going to be. So sometimes it can be expensive, it may take time. Next. So these are the different prototypes. It starts with the paper prototype. All you have done, whatever you have done so far. So all this comes into the category of paper prototypes, including drawing also. Drawing, sketch, some people have done. So drawing also, some people have signed on that. So those are also the part of prototypes. We call them as a paper prototype. And the next is, so wireframe. So wireframe prototype, this terminology is exclusively used for the digital applications or else for websites. So digital applications or websites. So that is wireframe prototype. Device mockup. So device mockup. So the one, suppose if you are trying to design a hand, suppose for the people who are accessible, or it's for the people who are lost their hands or legs. So we will be developing some artificial hands. So that is the device mockup. And the one which you have seen there, clay model of a car. So that is also a device mockup. In our houses, there will be 3D models of Taj Mahal, Charminar, etc., etc., trains, cars, buses, everything. So device mockup. Role play and simulation. That is also a prototype. So if you look into some particular TV advertisements, there the two people will be explaining their products actually. So health products, or else any other products. They will say that, so after using this particular thing, so I have reduced my weight, or else so I have gained this particular knowledge after utilizing this particular tools and all. So role play and simulation based. Storyboard with the help of the drawings with 5 or 6 stands. So with that, we will be trying to make up a prototype. So all these prototypes. So the purpose of prototype is to convey our idea or our solution properly to the other person. In our absence also, so we should prepare this prototype in such a way that our idea or our solution gets properly communicated to the other person. We should not imagine that always I will be available physically to explain my solution or my idea. So in our absence also, we should ensure that our idea will be communicated properly and effectively. Next. So these are the things that you need to avoid. So the prototyping is just to convey our message, our idea to the other person. So some people will invest a lot of time in the prototype, assuming that they need to include each and every feature into the prototype, into the prototype, and then also then the another problem, then another thing that the people will doing is, so whatever the teams are, so I don't have expertise team in this. So for prototype building also, I need to bring the experts from all the domains in preparing this better prototype. So no, it is not required. So prototype is only to communicate your basic idea. So you are not designing the final product, or you are not launching this better final thing into the market. Now the parameter. So the quantifiable parameter and measuring the accuracy of this prototype. So it close to the real product. So that particular parameter is fidelity. FIDELITY. So fidelity. So low fidelity prototypes are the one which are less close to the real product. The ones which you have done paper prototypes, it comes under the category of low fidelity prototypes. The drawings are also low fidelity prototypes. Drawings. So the role play based. So those are also low fidelity prototypes. Now one particular question I would like to ask you. Now suppose if you are working on some drug, so discovery of some drug. Now in that case, what will be the prototype? So prototype simulation is also a kind of prototype. Simulations. So before going to bring the actual drug, so we'll be going for simulations. So mixing of some chemicals on software platform, and we'll check whether we are getting the required parameters or not. So that is also a prototype actually. So low fidelity are the ones which are very less close to the real products, less resembles the real products. Then is medium fidelity. So the one which are in between, so which will have few features. Now the high fidelity prototypes, 3D model of your house. This is a high fidelity prototype. And 3D software model, that is also high fidelity prototype. And wireframe prototype, So the second, so one, two, three, all are wireframe prototypes only. All related to application, mobile application. All three prototypes are with respect to design of mobile application only. The first one refers mobile application, second one for mobile application, third one is also for mobile application. So the last one, the high fidelity prototype is very much close to the reality. So they have included the colors, graphics, so everything they have, so they have worked on so user interface properly. And the second one, so they have included some login features. The first one is prepared just on a paper. So that's first one is low fidelity, and the last one is high fidelity. Right. Now the first one, sketch, will it be a low fidelity or mid fidelity or a high fidelity? Low or mid or high fidelity prototype. First one, low. It is just drawn on a paper. Now what about product design? One, two, three, four. Fourth image. Product design. Product design is high fidelity prototype. High fidelity. And what about role play or simulation? It varies between medium to high. So depending upon how they have developed everything. What about storyboard? Storyboard is low fidelity. So now another technology that you will use in this particular ecosystem is MVP. So are you ready with MVP? People will be asking, so are you ready with MVP? Minimum viable product. Minimum viable product. So a prototype which will have very high fidelity. So this MVP will have very high fidelity. Almost it will be close to that of the real product. Almost it will be close to the real product, but it may not have all the products. Just now I have given you the example of a layout. So a big site where the contractor is going to build 100 independent houses. In that what contractor will be doing is to attract the clients or the customers. He will be preparing, he will be constructing one particular model house and will show that model house to every client. And that model house will have every features, but it may not have the final interior design. It may not have the electricity facility. It may not have a proper infrastructure inside furnishing and all. But so it will have so everything else. I mean the size of the bedroom and size of the kitchen and whether it is a duplex or else. So all these things, everything. So I mean everything will be mentioned. I mean, including the east facing or west facing, everything they will be including in that. The model house. This model house will be shown to all the clients and the customers. Looking into that, so the people may get attracted. So that is what the minimum viable product is. Before launching into the product, now suppose if you are building an IoT project or a project for agricultural purpose, and where you are saying that so my particular product is going to detect pests, it is going to so work on the irrigation facilities or watering facilities based upon the crop and also based upon the seasons. And also it is going to have the sensors also, humidity sensor will be there and other sensors will be there. So all those things. Assume that 10 sensors needs to be placed in that particular final product. But so for 10 sensors it may cost around 1 lakh industry grade sensors. And you have only 20,000 or 30,000 like that. So what you do is with that for 30,000 you will go for a minimum viable product and you will say that I haven't included a couple of sensors because of financial limitations or else because of lack of some expert in this particular area. So this is going to be your minimum viable product. So it should have all the features except a few it needs to have all the features. So in between last like this. Previous. So this one. So I finished the product, no customer needs or wants. So if it is on the left side, bare minimum one. And on the right side, we have viable, the final product that a startup eventually wants to build. So intersection of these two. Next. So so the Redbus founders what they did is they have before launching their own app, so they started connecting with the bus operators. So to list their schedules and to identify the bus routes and everything. So first initially they have done that and then only they have launched into the market. But similarly, the Zappos. So before building their website. So what they did is so they have spoken to they had an agreement with a couple of vendors actually, shopkeepers, and then they started taking orders. Then they started consulting this person. I mean, after getting order, they used to approach this particular vendor and they used to supply. The same thing the people will be doing through Instamart also through Instagram. So some people they are opening their own the companies. So what they are doing is they are taking the orders from the people. So they will be giving their WhatsApp contacts or they will be giving their mobile numbers or email IDs. They will take the order first and then they will approach the vendor and from there, so after taking that, so they will parcel that particular item. So they will not have the final website or they not marketing things. So initially they will be doing that and after that, after getting good number of sales and all, so they will be launching their own products, their own websites, their own mobile applications, everything. So prototypes and next one. So this also, so technology readiness levels, TRL. So few terminologies yesterday we have been saying. So the few terminologies the people of who are into this particular ecosystem they need to understand. So this is again one particular important terminology where the people will be asking, what is the TRL of your product? What is the TRL of your product? Technology readiness level of your product. So if you are saying that your TRL is 1, it means that you are at very basic research level. You are still exploring your solutions. You are just exploring your ideas. And if you are saying that your TRL is 9, it is a full commercial application. If your TRL is 9, it's a full commercial application. And TRL is 8, so it is just below that. So 8 and 9, it is production phase. So now most of the student startups, it will be around TRL 3, TRL 4, maximum TRL 5 only. TRL 3, TRL 4, and TRL 5. So we won't enter into TRL 6, TRL 7, or 8 and 9. So now what is where we are now? So TRL 4 and TRL 5 are prototype phase. TRL 4 and TRL 5. So TRL 4 is a small scale prototype and TRL 5 is large scale prototype. Now how they are varying, how we are differentiating these two prototypes. So one prototype is just tested inside a lab. Suppose we are doing a project which is related to home automation of this particular entire auditorium. The first is inside my lab, I'll try to control few LEDs or few LEDs on the breadboard in the lab. So that is a very basic prototype which may not be resembled to the final one. You are just controlling some small LEDs which require just 2 volts or 3 volts in supply. Whereas here we have air conditioning. Now the same idea, so we need to test it with so the few real time things like we need to test it with on lights and also on fans. So that is we'll be closing more to the real time environment. So that is the next level prototype. And after that, so we'll be trying to test it in the reality. We'll take our product here and we'll try to test it. And after that, so the reality, so we'll be releasing it. So TRL 1 to TRL 9, TRL 1 to TRL 9. So this is the standard one where most of the people will be asking whenever you are applying for the funding and all. So the people will be asking regarding this straight away. So the first question is when you say that, so I'm working on a product, so they'll ask what is your TRL. With that only they will understand so at what stage you are, what stage you are. So 5.1 you are supposed to do it and the plan on the platform. Summary of this session is that so you need to understand why prototyping is required. So prototyping is to convey our ideas and also The paper-based is also a prototype, 3D model is also a prototype. So in between these two, the high fidelity prototype and the low fidelity prototype, you need to choose which one to implement depending upon subjected to the financial availability or the resources or technical expertise. So you need to work on this with it. And MVP is another technology which we have discussed, which is the minimum viable product. And MVP will always be high fidelity prototype only. You should not say that MVP is a low fidelity. So MVP is close to the reality. And after that, so we have looked into the TRL levels, the technology readiness levels 1 to 9. So 9 is the final product which is launched into the market. 1 is the basic research.
Hello. So, what level of the TRL can you start applying for?
So you usually, so recently IIT Hyderabad and Bharwani Innovation Foundation. So what they asked is, so we'll consider only the products which are TRL 4 and above. So they said that, so we are not going to fund for ideas. We are not going to fund for the basic research TRL 1, 2. So if they are TRL 4 and above, we are going to fund 1 crore rupees. So that is it.
I add one more point to this. If your projects are at least TRL level 4 and above, okay, at least 4 and above, then I tell you what all opportunities you have. You can upload your idea in UP NIR through your college portal, and every year they will be sponsoring around 15 lakh for those prototypes which are at TRL level 5 and above. Okay, 15 lakhs per team. There is another opportunity even under AICTE APF scheme, where if you are uploading your prototypes, which projects which are at TRL level 4 and above, then you will be getting a monthly stipend of 30,000. This was recently launched by AICTE, so you will be getting 30,000 rupees per as a intern, and you can work on your project, right? And third option what you have is even under MSME scheme. You can upload your ideas if they are at least TRL level 5 and above. You have an opportunity to get fund around 50 to 20 lakh. So these are at student level, you can always get grants. And if you have established a startup, whenever you want to establish a startup, you should have at least TRL level 7 and above. Then it will be easy to go and pitch. You can register a startup, and through your startup you can reach out to many incubation centers, and through them as well you can get some funds for the complete implementation. I tell you, the ecosystem is very supportive for students. So if you want to do all your experiments, being a student, it would be the right place to experiment and explore and work. Okay, getting fund and then not using it is not the right thing. But if you can work on it, then it's the best chance that you can get. Okay? So any more questions? Any more questions? No questions? So today afternoon, we will give you 1 hour time from 2 to 3 to complete all your assignments on venture capital. Okay? Whatever is covered till now, till prototyping. See, you can draw your prototype as a wireframe and you can upload that image. I think image uploading facility is there. So you can upload in that. Okay? So your task, we will be giving you 1 hour time, and after that you will have an incubation center visit where you can see what all facilities can be used for prototyping. Okay? Any more questions? So anyway, today I am signing off. Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, sir will be with you. And I wish you all the best. It's nice to be with you all. Have a good time, have a good learning, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.